Have you ever done everything right and still felt invisible? You show up. You work hard. There was a village nestled between two hills, where the river bent like a question mark before joining the sea. In that village lived a boy named Iman. He was not the strongest, not the loudest, not the one people remembered. Iman's family ran a small bakery. His older brother kneaded the dough with flair, tossing it in the air for customers to admire. His younger sister sang while she swept, and people lingered just to hear her voice. Iman did the quiet work. He stoked the oven before dawn. He carried flour sacks too heavy for his thin arms. He cleaned the counters long after the shop had closed. No one watched him do it. No one thanked him for it. He told himself it didn't matter. But some nights, it mattered more than he could say. At school, it was the same story. Other children were chosen first for games. He began to believe something quiet and dangerous, that being good wasn't enough. So Iman tried harder. He smiled more, hoping to be noticed. He helped more, hoping to be thanked. But the harder he tried to be seen, the more invisible he felt. One evening, an old woman came into the bakery. "You work hard," she said, "and no one watches." "It matters to you," she said gently. "I can see that." She placed a small clay pot on the counter. "There's a garden behind the old well, past the eastern fields. Plant this seed there. Tell no one." Every morning, before the sun rose, Iman walked to the hidden garden behind the old well. He watered the seed. He pulled the weeds. He shielded it from frost with his own coat on the coldest nights. Weeks passed. Some mornings, Iman almost stopped going. But he kept going anyway. One spring morning, the seed finally bloomed. Its petals shimmered faintly gold in the early light. He stood there alone, breathless, with no one to show, no one to tell. And for the first time, that didn't hurt. That night, the old woman returned. "It bloomed," Iman said softly. She smiled. "I know. That flower only blooms for someone who waters it without an audience. It only grows for devotion. I used to think if no one saw me, it didn't count," he said. "Now I think maybe I was always the one who needed to see me." If you've ever felt overlooked, listen closely. You do not need permission to matter. Iman grew older. He never became the loudest in the room or the most celebrated, but he carried something steadier than praise. On hard days, he would walk back to that garden behind the old well and remember, some things bloom in secret. If this story reminded you of someone overlooked, share it. Subscribe to Wisdom Unfolds.